I've been painting, so you're just gonna have to deal with my paint covered hands and nails. I know they look rough, okay? Just let's ignore it. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I have another Empties video. I've just been going through the products lately. I feel like it used to take me a longer time to go through products, but I have a bin full of them. Does anyone else feel like no lipstick actually looks good on their lips? Like the shape of my lips or like the look of them just doesn't look good. But I'm going to hop right into the products because there's nothing really else to say other than you should like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos and more like this. Okay, I'm just start from the top. First thing we have is the Alafia Everyday Shea Body Lotion. Now this was like $10 and it's a large bottle. It's 32 ounces. I got it from Fresh Time, which is like a natural store. I think it's a chain, but I'm not positive. And I really like this. I would definitely repurchase it. I tried the Alafia coconut oil one and I did put that in an Empties like several months ago because I don't like their coconut oil line, but I do love the Shea. It's super moisturizing. I feel like it spreads out well. You don't need like a ton of this, and it soaks into the skin pretty easily and pretty quickly. It's a great deal. I love the brand. It's fair trade. They donate to all of these different things like maternal care, school supplies, school construction, bicycles for education, eyeglasses, reforestation. So they are a brand that is doing a lot with their profits and their influence, which I really love. They're vegan, no animal testing, no synthetic fragrances, no synthetic dyes, no mineral oil, just like a lot of good things. It's a really good brand. I love what they stand for. I love what they put into their products. I know it's not going to be something that's just filled with like vegetable oil and alcohol. So definitely would recommend this. And it's a great deal. $10 for this 32 ounce bottle was amazing. Next, we have the Eva NYC Maine Magic 10-in-1 Primer. So I did like this, and this is, I think, my second bottle that I purchased. The 10-in-1 Primer has tons of good reviews. I like it. I use it as a heat protectant before I style my hair with heat. The only thing I have, it does leave a little bit of an oily residue on my hair. It wasn't like a huge thing, but I decided to try out other heat protectants to see if I could find one that didn't have that. However, I still would repurchase this, and once I'm finished with the one I have now, I still might repurchase this because given the price and how easily accessible it is, it might just be the best option. It's also obviously cruelty-free, 100% vegan. It says it does all this other stuff like cuts drying time, adds shine, smooths, softens. I just use it as a heat protectant, so that's just how I'm reviewing it as. I've never used it for the other 9 benefits they say they have. So I think this is around like $12. It's 5.4 ounces, so it's not a bad deal. I can find this at Target. You can find it at Ulta, Meijer, by me. It does also have a locking mechanism on the cap that works really well for travel. And the new one I'm trying out, that locking mechanism is different and it broke. So that's another plus to this one. Next, I have the Jason Vitamin E Moisturizing Cream. I had this for a long time because it was a large jar. It is 4 ounces, but you only need a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. Like I would take a pea-sized amount and I would use this every single night. I love this. I love Jason products. They're cruelty-free. This is super moisturizing. My skin loves it. I've used this several different times throughout my life. It's pretty affordable. I think I spent around 10 or less for this and it lasts me months. The vitamin E is super moisturizing. That's why I like to use it at night because it just seals everything in and makes my skin feel nice and plump. I have also used it in the morning and it's fine for that. I actually haven't repurchased this because I wanted to try some other things out since I've already like gone through a few bottles of this. I was like, oh, you know, I should probably try out some other products to see if there's anything else I can recommend. Nothing is matching up to this yet. So like, I'm thinking I want to go back, but I love trying new things, but it's so good. So all that to say, hi baby. All that to say, I do recommend this. We also have the Koridium 50 Plus Snail Repair Sunscreen. This I got off YesStyle and it is a great SPF, a little bit does go a long way. It lasted me a while. It's 70 milliliters. I don't know how many ounces that translates to. In the reviews, it said that it doesn't have a white cast. But when I opened the package, I saw that the bottle says anti-wrinkle UV protection whitening. So I don't know what people were saying in the reviews saying it doesn't leave a white cast when it's literally on the bottle that it's supposed to whiten, but it does leave a white cast. So that was my only issue with it. I liked it, but if I was gonna use it, I only could really use it if I was gonna be putting makeup on over it. It wasn't like a horrible white cast, but when I'm already pale, I don't need anything making me look even worse. It wasn't an extreme white cast by any means. I just don't think I would repurchase it for that reason. But if you want the whitening effect, or you know, you're planning on always putting makeup on over it, this was a great deal. This brand is also cruelty free, so I would recommend. And I love the SPFs that I get off of Yes Style, which actually leads me into my next product. The bottle is a little bit disheveled because I cut it open to get more out when I was traveling. This is the CosRX Aloe Soothing Sun Cream SPF 50. This as well is cruelty free and from Yes Style. I really like this. It's 50 milliliters, so it's a little bit less, and I think this was around the same price as the Koridium one. I like it because it's pretty moisturizing and it's very light on the skin, and it absolutely does not leave a white cast by any means. The only thing I have to say that is negative is that a little bit doesn't go a long way, so I feel like I go through the bottle really quickly. However, in itself, it is a really good product and I would repurchase it. I think just when I buy it, I should buy like 2 at a time. If they came out like a bigger bottle, that would be great. But especially if you are abiding by like the 2 lines or 3 lines people say of sunscreen on your fingers for your whole face, you would go through this really quickly. But it is decently affordable. You're not gonna be spending like $30 like some companies like Shiseido. So I think it would be good on all skin types and skin colors. One more face product. This is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus hyaluronic acid. Now, I love the Ordinary. This was under $10. I want to say it was 7, maybe 8, and it is 3.3 ounces, which is great for travel because I didn't have to put this in a smaller bottle. I like this. I like most things that I try from the Ordinary. I would use this in the morning before my SPF, and it's a really good, just basic, boring, ordinary moisturizer. Like, I didn't feel like it did anything super special to my skin. In the morning, I just want, you know, like a standard moisturizer before SPF, and this did a good job. I guess I don't really have a ton to say on it, but it's just like a good moisturizer, and I think it would be really great for sensitive skin because there's like nothing in this that irritated my skin, and the hyaluronic acid obviously helps with moisturization. So do like this. I've been trying out other things because it is just like a standard moisturizer, but I would go back to this if I just wanted like a tried and true one. Oh, I lied. This is the next face product. I thought this was a hair product. This is the Purity One Step Facial Cleanser by Philosophy. Full disclosure, this is not cruelty free. I got it as like when you buy like so and so much at Ulta and they throw in a little sample bottle or whatever. That's what this is. So I don't normally buy Philosophy since they aren't cruelty free. I liked this. I used it in the morning because it wasn't powerful enough to take off makeup. It was good if it was just taking off, you know, whatever I put on my skin the previous night, but it wouldn't do a great job of breaking down the makeup. It was okay. I'm not sure how much this costs if you get like the full size Philosophy, but I personally would not repurchase. And I think Philosophy is a little bit more pricier. Like, I don't think it's drugstore prices, so I don't think it's quite worth it if it couldn't sufficiently take off my makeup. If I have a cleanser that I can only use in the morning because it isn't good at cleansing the skin, I'm not gonna be spending over drugstore prices. And that's that on that. Next is the Mori Mineral Repairing Hair Mask. Definitely some hair in there. So this says it has 5 vitamins, 18 amino acids, it has coconut and caffeine. This is also cruelty free, fragrance free, and all of that good stuff. So I really like what they stand for as a brand. It smells lemony. This is 100 milliliters. Honestly, it didn't last me a whole lot of time. I've been trying out other hair masks, and this one's definitely not bad. It did leave my hair more hydrated than if I hadn't used it. However, I have very thick hair and I have a lot of hair, and this has kind of a smoother, thinner texture. So I needed a lot more for my hair. I tried to be very sparing with this, but I still felt like I needed to use a lot because my hair is very dry, very full, and you know, it needs all the moisture. So unfortunately, I don't think I would purchase this. I need something with a lot more hydration. If you have normal hair, I think this would be good. I can't speak to the repairing aspect of it. It's so hard to tell if anything's actually repairing your hair, to be honest. I mean, we use so many different products on our hair and heat, and it's just really hard to tell what's actually working. Okay, now we are getting to the makeup products. So one of the things I have is this, I don't know how to pronounce the name. I wanna say it's douche, but I imagine it's not that. I have no idea. So anyone, if you know how to pronounce this brand, do let me know. But this is their Fierce and Fine graphic pen. It has a felt tip and it's pretty long. This was okay. Pretty sure I got this in an Ipsy bag. I'm not a huge fan of felt tip eyeliners, and I felt like this one especially, the eyeliner wasn't great at like getting to the tip. I would have to like press down more at the base of the felt tip, and it wouldn't just get to the end of it for me to create a wing. So I was like, why would I use this? It also wasn't the darkest black. It's kind of like the case. It's like a grayish toned black almost. So it wasn't like a super velvety dark black, so wouldn't repurchase, and honestly probably wouldn't recommend. I think there are a lot better products out there. Even if you do like felt tip eyeliners, I think there are a lot more drugstore options that would definitely beat this out. Okay, now we have the AOA A+ Buildable Satin Foundation. So I did a whole video on this, and I've spoken about it a few different times because I really like this. I love the AOA brand. I love that they are super cheap, that they are cruelty-free. This was under $2. I think it was like $1.88. It's 0.64 ounces, so it's not the standard 1 ounce that other foundations are known for. However, it's still an amazing deal because even if you double that, for less than $4 for a foundation is phenomenal. And I really like this foundation. It was my go-to for the summer because it looked great on the skin. It was light. It did have a satin finish, which I thought looked great for the summer. It is like a little dropper bottle, which is, you know, cool because you can just like drip it on your face, which is nice. I did repurchase another bottle of this because I do really like it. It's a nice little glass bottle for like $1.88. Feels light on the skin. It is buildable. I think I got like medium, maybe medium high coverage with this, but it was really beautiful and it seemed to last decently well on the skin throughout the day, especially considering I wore it during the summer. All right, next we have the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Waterproof Concealer. This is in shade Fair Cool. They usually have their concealers like this go on sale for like $5 when they do the 21 Days of Beauty, which is actually, I think is going on right now as I'm filming this. I don't know if when I'm posting it'll still be going on. This is a decent concealer. It looks good underneath my eyes. It didn't look cakey. It didn't crease a ton. However, it didn't have the most coverage. I have dark bags underneath my eyes, so I like a good full coverage concealer. And I also sometimes I have like redness and acne on my skin that I want to cover up. So I wouldn't say it was great at covering up acne, and it was definitely not as full coverage as they say, at least on my eyes. If you like let it set like most concealers, it would get better coverage the more it dried down. However, I just feel like I have concealers that provide better coverage than this, and it was really just medium coverage. Whenever I used it, I still felt like there's a little bit of darkness still coming through. So this one I'm iffy on. I could, you know, maybe give it another try. I struggle really hard to find a concealer that I like, so this isn't like a horrible concealer by any means, because I honestly don't have very many, if any, concealers right now that are like my ride or dies. That's the thing that I struggle with the most because of darkness and then creasing and lines underneath my eyes. I just naturally have a lot of lines. So it's hard to find a concealer that looks good underneath my eyes and doesn't make me look twice my age once it dries down. I think it's worth a try if you like want to get it on sale or with a coupon. Last product we have is this eyeliner from Jonte Bleu. I don't know the name. I can't pronounce things, okay? We know this. This is their pot eyeliner. It is a felt tip. So right off the bat, I will say I don't prefer pot concealers. I prefer it in a pen. I don't think this lasted that well on my eyes. I have very oily eyelids and my eyes tend to water a lot. So a lot of eyeliners just can't hold up on my eyes, and in the corners, it'll like break off, like where my eyes tear. So for that reason, I wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't repurchase it. This also, I didn't purchase. I'm pretty sure I got it from a friend. I mean, it's not bad. I used it up, but just given my situation with my eyes, it didn't hold up long enough. And if I am going to purchase an eyeliner, that baby needs to last all day. So there's that. That is the last product I have. I feel like I went through these a lot quicker than I usually do because I tend to ramble on and just think of lots of things to say, which is something people have commented before that I talk too much. But I just want to give you all the tea on these products. I will have everything listed in the description box below, and if I recommend it, I will also link it if you want to check those out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Oh, and you should check out another video after this. It'll be in the end screen, so do it.